Leg of lamb, they say. 6 pounds too much? I don't think so. Tackle something new, that's what we do on this channel. So, let's see how we're gonna tackle this one. Pounds of lamb. Have I ever cooked that much before? Am I gonna try it right now? You know I am. Couple easy ingredients. We're gonna do garlic, rosemary, salt, pepper, extra virgin olive oil. It's all about timing, so let's get to it. When it comes to leg of lamb, you could have either bone in or bone out. This one is bone out. Half the work's already done for you. You do have to have a consideration though. On the top layer, there's something called the fell. It's almost the equivalent of like silver skin. If you leave it on, it does impart a gamier flavor. If you like the game, leave it on. If you don't, I would suggest just trimming everything on the top, including a little bit of that fat, just to ensure that you're gonna get that awesome taste when all said and done. Leg of lamb, chopped up right. I got 8.5 ounces of fat over here with some of that fell, so we did our job in removing a good amount of that gamey flavor. Now, it's time to make it tasty. You want to make the flavor pop. You know how I feel about garlic, so I'm putting a whole bunch of cloves in it. Pretty much anywhere I could find real estate. If the cloves are too big, cut them in half. What you're gonna be doing, boom. Grab a paring knife, give it a nice little stab, and give it a twist. That opens up the hole, creates kind of like a well effect, and then you could just jab that garlic in there. You'd be thankful for that later. And you're gonna repeat the process. Gonna do it all throughout one side, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, get garlified. Ooh, that's a new word. Once you got the little wells of garlic going, brush it with a little bit of olive oil, get your salt out, and be liberal, because keep in mind, this is like 6 pounds of protein. So you're gonna wanna make sure that it's seasoned properly. If you got gray salt or cell gris, that's probably #1 for lamb, but if not, if you got like a nice coarse sea salt, that's the way to go too. And what I'm gonna do is get a couple of these rosemary sprigs and basically put them right in there. We're gonna roll it all up, and it's gonna be fantastic. Once you got this thing seasoned up just right, salt, pepper, the garlic, once you stuff that rosemary in the center, you're gonna wanna tighten it up. Basically, you want it to cook at the same rate, so you want it to be kind of tight. Little ball, you don't want little flaps hanging around, so if you have some butcher's twine, get that out, basically tie it up, keep it nice and together. Once you have the leg of lamb tied up, ready to go, seasoned properly, you're gonna wanna get a little extra layer of herbs on there. So you could use rosemary, you could use thyme, you could use anything else that you like. We're using rosemary today. Pull off, I'm doing like maybe 3 sprigs, chop them up, layer them on top, and then put it in the oven. 325 for 1 hour, and then I'll walk you through the next steps. After an hour goes by, you have to check it. What you're basically doing is you're rotating the tray around and you leave it there for another half hour. We're gonna measure a temperature of 135 when all said and done, right in the center. As soon as it hits that, we know we're ready to go for the next step. Oof, that smell of lamb's in the air and I'm getting hungry. The only problem is when you have so much meat, you gotta let it rest for a while. So our half hour is up. We're gonna take this out right now, and then we gotta let it sit for 45 minutes. This bad boy just came out of the oven. This house smells extraordinary right now. Aluminum foil, create a little tent. Try to keep those juices in where you can. It doesn't need to be perfect, but this little heat tent really helps out. So now 45 minutes is up. This thing is rested properly. We gotta cut into it. Get some of that grub going. So I'm just gonna take a little sliver off right now because everything is super exciting. And you see those little studs of garlic start coming out on you. They're like, where you been my whole life? Oof. And as you start to get more towards the center, the juiciness starts to come out. The ends are really nice too because they're crispy. Let's take a little bite though, little bitesy bites, right? Oh yeah. Once you get those little bits of garlic too, it makes the whole experience just round out for you. Just roasted meat. Very caveman-like, but you know I'm about that life. Well, didn't work out pretty good tonight. I'm gonna show you another slick move really quick, stick with me. Even though this lamb is so beautiful in its own right, we could go two directions with it. We could serve it just as is, some vegetables, little potatoes, all that. Or we could go my style and put it in between some really soft, delicious bread. I like poppy seeds, so I got these poppy seed rolls they just made today. And I'm gonna be layering this with this beautiful concoction of the roasted lamb, garlic, a little bit of lime for a nice little acidic twang. And the key binding agent is cilantro lime crema, which makes everything come together beautifully. It's the bridge that you need. I like to salt it up a little bit more, so you could salt bay the top, and then you could check this bad boy out. This is my jam right here. Introduce a little bit more of that fat, that citrus component, herbal tone. Those little poppy seeds on the outside, they just almost like pop with every respective bite. The bread has got that super soft give to it. Oh yeah, that's something, right? Damn, that's good. This thing got me salivating right now. I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. You keep watching, because I'm gonna keep hunting, and I'm gonna see you soon, all right?